So, F4 have come out with some new equipment and I haven't done a video for a while, so we thought we'd unbox the new Cobia race wing. Never done an unboxing video, but here we go. Big packs for the F4 GP series of windsurfing foils, and there's a very good reason why the packaging is so large. It's all because of the new geometry. F4 have done something a little unusual, and they've integrated the front wing with the fuselage front half. And so as you can see with the Cobia 870, which is a 1000 wide course racing wing, the mast mount is in the middle of the fuselage, which is attached to the front wing, and then the rear wing joins on in the middle and has no screws or adapters anywhere near the planing lift surfaces on either the front wing or the back. And the fuselage looks a bit like an SR71 or bluefin tuna, having that sideways ridge down the side of the fuselage, co-molding the front wing with the fuselage. And then, of course, the back wing doesn't have that same integrated section, but quite neat profile as well. One thing to note, with the lack of shim adapters on the back wing, shim angling is done at the middle joint, as we saw earlier. Now F4 also released some foiling masts that are quite thick at the top, wider than a tuttle head to give them extra stiffness, and then very slim down the bottom end where it matters for speed. These 95s are great for speed and slalom foils. They're not supported for the course racing.
Well, there we go. First ride on the F4 Wahoo Cobia 870 on the GP 95 very skinny mast. And I was out there it's dropped from 7 knots down to 3, but I got planing on this thing with a 10-meter sail on a 91 board in barely any wind, like 6-7 knots. A lot of pumping, got it up, and then it just glides through the lulls. Incredible gear. Love the F4s. Woohoo!
A couple of days later, I went for another ride in some fairly light winds again.
870 Cobia, 10 meter, 91 board, 10 to 12 knots, 8 knot minimum. Here comes the gust. Make it easy, why waste precious energy? Alright, 12 knot gust, very flat, power. Feel lift. There we go, up. $120 long, tip to tip. New F4 gear. It's good. Avoid the fishing lines. Woohoo!
Pretend I made that jibe. Anyway, the F4 was flying in very light wind.
90 degrees. Up there. Past 90 to make sure we can make it.
I made that jibe, just not flying the exit, but I did manage a fully flying jibe without the video, of course. Anyway, the F4 gear is very slick. The feel on the water is amazing, and you really notice it when you accelerate and when you're in a gust and it runs out, and you can just stay flying. It's an amazingly efficient design, no drag. The new F4 GP is an amazing mast. The 95 is really excellent for slalom, a little bit flexible for the massive Cobia 1000 wide. So I recommend the new 100 course racing mast, which is 1 mil thicker, or even the new extra long 106. But in terms of design choice, having the integrated co-molded fuselage and foil sections makes it possible to put all of the joints in the middle, away from the foiling surfaces, and there's also 5 screws total, so there's a lot less drag in the water from this design. There's a lot to like with the new GPs. The Wahoo and Cobia got integrated fuselage and front wings, very stiff design, adjustable rear wing angle in the middle, just a handful of screws for everything. But the compromise is the pack-up is a lot bulkier. These integrated wing and fuselage components don't fold up so well and fit in a bag. The finish is also very smooth and the trailing edges have been sharpened, so do be careful. It's a good thing they come with some covers. So that's it for unboxing the Cobia. Next up, stay tuned for a slalom speed racing review with the new Wahoo series. Those foils fly. I've already done 30 knots on the first time out with the 366, massively overpowered with a 5 meter. I'm hearing good things about the 540 as well. Yet to try it in top speed, but it's an amazing wing and easily does 20 knot alphas. And the 366 with some good experience can do it too.